Knifedope. More dope. Come and get your figs. What's up, fuckers? Your boy's back with a fresh batch of dope. Knifedope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. Got a change of pace today for the video. I decided to make a video on 10 great knives that should be spoken more about. Came up with this idea as I was looking through the collection, and I figured out that actually I got more than 10 great knives that I feel people need to talk about or should be talking about more. I actually came up with, I think, 16 of them, but the reason I came down to 10 was 6 of them you can't get right now. And I figured it wouldn't be, really wouldn't be fair. I kind of wanted to make a list with knives that y'all can still purchase. So I'm going to make 2 videos. This video will be 10 great knives that should be spoken more about that you can get. And then I'll have a part 2 talking about 6 knives that you cannot get, that you should have got, God damn it, something like that. So I wanted to touch on that, but also wanted to give you guys thanks for giving me y'all's feedback on these, on which knife to put these Cerberus Richlight scales. I ended up going with the consensus, which was what I had initially purchased these scales for. That is the 15V Shaman. I think that looks fantastic with that stonewash finish and the hardware. It just looks great. It lightened it up quite a bit, and I'm eager to throw it in the pocket. So before we get to these knives that should be spoken more about, let's talk about 2 companies that should be spoken more about. None more important than this guy, Don Farmer, aka D&K Knives. D&K Knives has got all the dope you need, whether foreign or domestic, and they are now accepting Sezzle. Go ahead and treat yourself. I would. Just be sure to use code Knifedope for 10% off that purchase. And then once you buy that knife, you got to mod it, trick it out, make it your own. Head on over to the GOAT, original GOAT. Just be sure to use code FUCKER for 15% off that purchase. Okay, people, the shilling has stopped. Let's get to the dope. Okay, 10 knives that should be spoken more about. I even got 2 slip joints on this list. So let's start with the slip joints. First one, and this is the cheapest knife on this list, is this one. This is the Rider Apta. This is the only Rough Rider in my collection. I think this might even be the only one I ever bought. This came out, I'm not sure if it was 2022, perhaps. I think it did come out in 2022. But it's a steal. This version here comes in under 40 bucks. We've got titanium bolster with this beautiful denim micarta overlay. Listen to the walk and talk. Unbelievable. VG10 is the blade steel, nice high flat grind, Warncliffe apparatus. For the price you pay on this, fit and finish, it leaves, you can't complain. Fuck, I mean, it's under 40 bucks. There is a little bit of a gap there. You can see in the bolsters. But besides that, as far as functionality, it's a home run. I cannot recommend it enough. If you're like me, where you're not really into the slip joints, but you want to give one a try, go ahead and treat yourself to this one, Rider Apta. Okay, that's number 1. This next one is a more premium version of a slip joint, and I love it. This is the Lionsteel Thrill. This one comes in, I think I got this like 130-ish, something like that. Maybe even 100. I think they had a sale on it at one time. This is actually an integral. We've got an aluminum body here. The walk and talk is not as vocal or as audible as the Apta, but it's just as smooth. I'd even say smoother. And then we've got premium materials. We've got this nice M390 blade steel. This has a full flat grind on it. Like I also mentioned, we've got the integral handle. But the real star of the show is this integrated pocket clip. Not many slip joints have pocket clips, and that's what drew me to this. You can see here that there's this button on this side. If you push that button, all of a sudden, you got a goddamn pocket clip. And then when you release it, the clip is gone. This is a fantastic option for you to get into on these slip joints. Can't recommend it enough. Not enough people talk about it. That is the Lionsteel Thrill. That's number 2. Okay, this next one is one you probably have heard about. If you follow this channel, I'm sure you've heard about it. That is the Miguron Mayoro. This is going to be, I can guarantee you that this will make the end of the year list for budget knife of the year at some point, possibly for the price category. This one comes in under 50 bucks. Now, I have been on the Miguron hype train since last year with the Acri. That was the first Miguron I purchased. And even to today, it's still a great knife. But the Mayoro is what we're talking about. We've got 14C 28M blade steel, classic drop point configuration, black G10 scales, G10 backspacer, titanium pocket clip, and I do believe that is a titanium pivot collar. Worst case, it might be aluminum. Now, I went ahead and put skips in here, but I will tell you that the original stock bearings are fine. I just chose to because my OCD runs my life. We've got this nice forward finger choil, which does give us that full purchase, no refund. Full flat grind on this blade, super slicey. Ergonomically, it's money. You can't go wrong with this one, the Miguron Mayoro. Okay, this next one. Now, I went back and forth for this one. Originally, I wanted to put this one on the list because this is my favorite small pocket carry knife. I think it's the best one known to man, but that's not the one that made the list. No, I went with one that's cheaper and just as functional. This one is the Civivi Baby Banter. I've got 2 versions to this knife, of this knife. The one I'm showing you is the one that comes with the micarta handles. Nitro V blade steel. I think this one came in at 59 bucks. Titanium thumb studs, high flat grind, open back construction, deep carry pocket clip, and more importantly, that finger choil, baby. You can choke up, get that full purchase, no refund. You can actually fit 4 fingers comfortably on the knife, or I should say I can, and I like to classify my hand size as a large / extra large. Great knife, great option for you guys at under 60 bucks. More people should be talking about it. That is the Civivi Baby Banter. Okay, next one. Y'all fuckers have seen this one quite a bit. And it gets a lot of attention, but I feel that the pyrite gets more attention. And I don't think that should be the case. This is the CJRB Echo. Several different versions to this knife. You can get the budget one for as cheap as $55. This one is the Knife Center exclusive. This one was about 88 bucks, I think. Same blade steel as the budget version. So we have that budget powdered steel, which is proprietary to Artisan Cutlery, which is the AARPM 9. Fantastic steel, satin finish on this modified sheepsfoot blade. Titanium bolsters with the nice micarta inlay, as well as that milled titanium pocket clip. This one has the button lock for your locking mechanism. You got that forward front flipper, or you have the cutout. If you're not a button lock fan, they have this same knife available in micarta with a liner lock version, and they're actually contoured. So that is the Miguron, goddamn CJRB Echo. Okay, this next one has been modded, but it is one of my favorite knives in the collection. This is the Kizer Mini Roach. Now, what you see in front of you is possibly the most expensive mini roach known to man. That's because these scales cost more than the knife, almost twice as much as the knife. I had these scales made for me by Carbodize. Shout out to Spencer. He's a great guy, does great work. But what you see here is these are seafoam carbon fiber twill scales. Now, the knife comes stock with G10 scales, and it also comes with a flipper installed, which can be removed very easily. Just a screw takes it out. I took that out to give me that full purchase. We've got a nice high flat grind, God damn it, a nice high hollow grind, super slicey. Look how thin that knife is behind the edge. Beautiful swedge on the spine, 154 cm. We already know Kizer does a great job on their 154 cm. Ergonomically, due to the curvature of this of the handle, it fits in the hand just nice. I also went ahead and threw on that Kizer deep carry titanium pocket clip. Action's official like a ref with a whistle. D10 is dialed the fuck in. So can't recommend this one enough. More people should be talking about it. That is the Kizer Mini Roach. Okay, this next one. Now, I did want to put this one on the list, which is the Manix 2. I think This is possibly my favorite knife model from Spyderco, but I feel that some people may think that's a little bit too big for them. So I decided to go with the sleeper. You know, a lot of people talk about the Manix or the PM2 or the PM3, but not enough people talk about the Sage 5. This one, in my opinion, has a more useful blade shape than the Para 3. Same size for the most part. Same locking mechanism. We've got that compression lock, which is finger safe, super fidgety. Pardon me. This was the lightweight version, so this one came in at about 140 bucks, and it comes with, damn it, FRN scales. However, I went ahead and upgraded to these Parsons Bladeworks scales, S30B blade steel, classic leaf shape blade, full flat grind on there. And you guys already know 50-50 finger choil is going to give you that full purchase, so you can definitely choke up and get closer to the cut. Not enough people talk about this goddamn knife, and they should be. This is the Sage 5 from Spyderco. Okay, we got 3 more. Now, I did want to talk about this one, but I have another one that I think is actually better than this one. This one being the AD 20.5, and it's a great knife, but it didn't make the list. It got pushed out the list to this one. Cold Steel AD15 with the Scorpion lock. That Scorpion lock is my favorite locking mechanism, hands down, out of any other locking mechanism that I know about at this time. I think it's one of the strongest, one of the easiest to actuate, finger safe, fidgety as a fuck, and I love it. They've got several versions to this one as well. This is the premium version of the knife, but they have an AD Light I think you can get for either just at 100 or just over 100. This one cost me, I want to say, about $1.60. S35 VN blade steel with a DLC finish, high flat grind. We've got the aluminum lock bar, G10 scales. I'm in love with this knife. I really am. This might be a little bit bigger of a carry for some people, but it works great for me. Stay tuned to the channel because I do have some scales coming for this one, so you will be seeing it again. Highly recommend it. It's a legend in my eyes, and that is the AD15. Okay, two more, goddammit, 2 more. This one right here, possibly out of the list, this one is probably the least spoken about, and it's a travesty, goddammit. How about that? We're looking at the Ferrum Forge Stinger button lock rendition. This came out a couple of months ago. I snagged it on the drop, and it has blown me away. So much so that the proclamation I'm about to make might ruffle a few feathers. I think this is a better alternative to the ProTech Malibu. Granted, the Malibu's American made, but you know, if you're not hung up on that value for your money, this Stinger button lock is the way to go. We've got Nitro V blade steel, drop point configuration, high flat grind. Is that a full? Actually, it's a full flat grind. Super thin behind the edge. Now, with the Malibu, you get just the flipper only. However, with this Stinger, you've got that fuller, so you can go ahead and deploy the knife like that as well. I even think that the detent, the quote-unquote detent on this knife is better than the Malibu. I've had a Malibu in the collection, and it was a great knife, but I think this Stinger has got it beat. Also got the choke-up option because of the finger choil, so you already know how I feel about that. We've got full titanium slabs here. The Malibu comes with aluminum scales. These are full unmilled titanium, so it's got a little bit of weight to it. I don't mind the weight as much on smaller knives. I feel it actually gives it more of a premium feel. But this is the Ferrum Forge Stinger. Great knife, and that's number 9 on the list. Okay, last one. This knife right here is another one that is highly underrated. This is the Artisan Cutlery full-size RN. This one actually is a Blade HQ exclusive. This has got the show side Arctic Storm fat carbon scale, titanium lock side with tons of micro milling. You won't be able to see it possibly because of the camera, but there's micro milling all down this this lock side. Titanium pocket clip, beautiful spear point blade is what I'm going to call that. Drop point, you know, drop point, spear point. S35 VN blade steel with a beautiful blasted finish. Tons of room to disengage that lock. Detent, dial the fuck in. Fits in the hand just nice. It is a little bit on the slimmer side, but I can comfortably get my hand on there. No hot spots. Great goddamn knife, should be spoken more about. That is the full-size RN. Well, what do you fuckers think? Do you agree with my list? Are there knives that you feel that I should have spoke about? Tell me all about it. I'd love to hear it. You know, that's the good thing about this community. People will always give you their opinion on shit, whether you ask for it or not. But I'm asking for it. Did I crush it with this list, or did I miss some? Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time, cut something, cut someone, just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers!